So our adoption story, I think, really started probably back in about 2005 when we had been connected with the Sanson family there at CVC. And there was a little girl brought to Love and Hope Orphanage. And we were approached, I think probably half jokingly, about adopting this little girl.
The seed that was planted through Love and Hope with this little girl did not end up working out, but that seed continued to grow. And at that time, in 2010, Living Hope out of Philadelphia was the only agency doing adoptions through Central America.
We were approved in January of 2013, shortly after we had our fourth son, and we were given the wait list number of 104. I thought, okay, this is okay. This is not where we wanted to be, but this will work. Well, the very next month, a new set of waitlist numbers come out, and we were 112. I thought, this is only us. We could go backwards. And shortly after that, our agency had lost certification for a little while because of a lapse in renewal. There were just a lot of different obstacles that we came into contact with, and at times they were very frustrating. I think it had us wondering, did we hear right from God on this? Did we miss something? Each and every step of the way, I could go back and look at journals of where he just showed up, where I would be talking with somebody and they had a relative that lived in Honduras, or it was these little breadcrumbs that God would give us just to kind of say, keep going. I know this isn't what you wanted, but I have a plan. It was finally in about February of 2018 that we just this had been 7.5 years, and we just kind of thought, okay, maybe we just need to be done. By the time that we were ready to call our agency, we received an email stating that there was this little girl that was available for adoption.
Really, when we stepped off the plane in Honduras, it was quite an experience. After 2.5 to 3 hours of meetings and interviews, we were told to wait in this room at the end of the hallway. About 11:30, the door opened, and Stephanie was walking down the hall with the social worker. And it just brought tears to our eyes that this whole process of being faithful and persevering hopefully was coming to an end, and we could come back home. And so it was very quiet for probably the first 45 minutes. And then we arrived back at the hotel, and I think that's when we realized that she really became part of our family. She saw our other 4 children, and immediately she lit up and just smiled.
So just about a year ago, we went in and we signed papers, and her last name was forever changed. She became Eliana Joy Rosario Anthony.
And we were very thankful that God had just really completed this whole process and just been faithful. And now we have a little 5-year-old girl. I think that if you feel the tug on your heart for adoption, or even interested in working with children, I think to go and explore those opportunities, go to a meeting, go and explore those opportunities.
We are so thankful for many different organizations that helped fund our adoption. One of them was from CVC, and we're super grateful for the relationships that we have from CVC, from our time there, and then also for the way that they invested in this process to help us bring our daughter home. We are forever grateful.